What's going on, everybody? It's Q Jackson, host of BLK Talk. I'm back with another amazing episode and a very special guest. Of course, all of our guests are special, but to me, this one is very special because for the last 4 or 5 years or so, I've been following one of our culture's favorite aunties on social media, Miss Melba Moore. And she has done some amazing things over these 5 decades. And I've had the opportunity to go back, learn a little bit more about her. And today she's here to talk about it and to talk about the fact that she has not stopped. Melba has no filter. New song. And we're just going to keep going and talking about how amazing her career has been and the amazing things that she has been accomplishing that we all can be proud of. So, guys, welcome Melba Moore to BLK Talk.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here and start something again.
Yes. I'm excited to have you because for the last few years, like I said, I had been following you and Dionne Warwick, I think, and Anita Baker when you guys started popping up on social media everywhere. And I was very intrigued. I'm like, okay, I've seen that lady. I remember her from Fighting Temptations. That's where I first remembered you.
Oh,
Um,
wow. So you got a
but
good laugh, right?
yes, but as I went back, I'm like, hold on, this lady is not the little quiet lady who with the big voice. There's so much more to Melba Moore, Grammy nominee, Tony Award winning artist. You've also had the opportunity to be blessed with a variety show during a time where you didn't see a lot of us having those opportunities. So you've had a very fruitful career. Like, how does that feel?
It feels like now I'm I'm amongst the great aunties because we have a few now because of the new social media opportunities and people like G Nice and folks kind of bringing us into their platform and giving us a fresh breath of air. Really,
Yes.
I really feel good. I feel like I have chances to take rest so I can start again. So it doesn't seem like as long as it really has been.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
I mean, and you haven't, your work has not gone out of the minds of the people. I know we all have our highs and we have our lows, but throughout all of the times, like your work has never left the hearts of the people. Your music has continued to play.
Right.
Your reruns have continued to play. You even had a sitcom in the 80s, right?
I had a sitcom, but I think what's important about that is the play that the musical, the Broadway musical that I got the Tony Award for, which was Pearly.
Yes.
Now, what we did that I never really think to mention is 10 years later, after I got the Tony, we went and put that on videotape. Nobody did that back then, so
Hmm.
that's why people can go and Google it and see it now. And some people we never really talk about it, so they just think, well, that's Pearly. But
Yeah.
they're seeing Pearly the video with Robert Guillaume, who never did the Broadway show. I
Mm.
mean, these are just little, you know, bits of wisdoms that I guess I can put into a book sometime.
Yeah. That might be your next project coming at you. That the Melba Moore story. I think I want to be a part of that one.
I would love for you to be.
Yes. So the original Pearly, was it Sherman Hemsley?
Well, Sherman Hemsley played Gitlow.
Okay.
But Cleavon Little played the part of Pearly. That was the lead role.
Okay.
And older people might remember him in Blazing Saddles. He went on to do movies. He was a great comedic actor. Robert Guillaume, who did the video, was on a TV series that he starred in. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Benson. He was
Benson.
from Benson. Yes.
But
And
because this is important because there were important visibilities of Black people once again when you didn't see too many people in those huge medias looking like us. And Robbie Guillaume was one of them. But now Sherman Hemsley is very important
yes.
because we've seen him on the Jeffersons and All in the Family as this comedic star. And that's exactly the role he played. He really played one character, which was kind of like himself.
Yeah.
He kept changing the names, but it was still, how he
Was
does it.
still the same person.
It was so his first it wasn't his first theatrical piece. He was a theatrical actor. I was the only one in the show that had never acted before.
Oh wow. Never
But
would have known.
and Pearlie the musical, Sherman played the role of Gitlow, and he was just hilarious. And he went on from there to television to do all the things that we've seen him do since.
Yes.
Oh,
So
one other person,
mhm.
because also I think I know Debbie Allen was in that, but she was in the chorus as a dancer.
Wow.
These are important things that people might want to know. She don't have to mention that she's done so many things now, and now she's a director on TV. So who cares, you know? So these are just little things that you want to know if you're talking about something that you're interested in. But one other thing is that if you watch Pearlie, you'll see that it's a gospel musical.
Hmm.
The opening song is a great big gospel choreographed Broadway style gospel musical. A
Hmm.
musical opening. But the one who's the star of that opening song, her name is Linda Hopkins. We should say who she is because she sang the opening song, "Walk Him Up the Stairs," which was the funeral song of the old white captain who died standing up.
Mm.
And so the funeral song we sang for him was "Walk Him Up the Stairs." We had this great gospel, glorious, joyful funeral because he was dead. Anyway, that was my beginning on Broadway.
I mean, you have had the opportunity to do Broadway. You've had the opportunity to do music, and your career just continues to evolve, over 50 years later. But for you, when was that moment where you knew you were truly walking in your purpose?
Now,
Oh,
because it's done now. Because
yeah.
as you go along the way, there's so many dangers and trips and falls, and so many times where it looks like it's never going to pick up again.
Yeah.
But now you can look back and say, "Oh, this is where I belong." But only after you've done it, and you can look back and see what they were. Now, I can try to take some steps to say, "Okay, this is how I function." I don't need to go over there because I don't do that very well. But so many of the things that I did in the industry were things that either had never been done by Black people before. For instance, my very first Broadway show was hair.
Mm. You, who was that you had like taken over for? Was it like Diane
I
Keaton?
replaced Diane Keaton.
Replacing Diane Keaton. Wow.
So you know that didn't happen. First of all, how could I say you didn't just go audition for the part? I still don't know how to audition. So I'm just saying there were incredible things that happened for me. But my first professional job was as a public school music teacher in Newark, New Jersey.
Oh,
Very far removed from anything to do with entertainment.
loving on the kids.
Absolutely. That's one thing that was connected. The first audience was the classroom for me.
And the thing
And
is now,
go
kids are very honest about a lot of things. So, like, you have to learn humility dealing with kids because they are going to tell you the truth. So, during your time in the school system, what did you learn about yourself and what you wanted to do moving forward?
Well, look at other people, see what they're seeing. You can't see it from that perspective. And in the classroom, you're responsible for guiding that.
Hmm.
So you have a lesson plan that you have to follow. And in the case of teaching music in the public schools, it's very difficult because it's not respected. So your
Yeah,
boss, the principal, doesn't give a hoot about what you do. You know,
yeah, that's true.
they don't support you. All of the arts have been cut
And
because we don't understand the value of it, and somebody who has no caring or understanding about that is in charge of it.
mm,
So the first thing you learn how to do is how do you still get the job done when your boss doesn't support you?
yeah,
How do you go against the grain? Now, Black people should know that very well, okay?
yes, yes. Resilience, that is what we possess.
But the thing that you said is that children are honest. And so I'm thinking about myself going into the classroom as a novice and not knowing any of that then, but
Hmm.
looking into their faces and seeing what they see and having a lesson plan. How am I going to teach my class if the boys are going to throw spitballs all day? You know, am I going to am I going to get any discipline? And one of the things I noticed is that my voice, if I would sing for them, they would listen.
Hmm. It
They would stop.
captivates audiences.
Got to captivate your
It
audience.
did.
Yes, that's a good way to say that. And I learned that music is a great power. It can soothe, it can excite, it can distract, it can uprock, it can do a lot of things. And so you learn how what music is for and what it does. And that's important in the public school system because you don't have any support. But
Hmm.
now you realize I want to do this. I know it's a job and everything, but no, I got you. So now you learn you have a passion for this. I thought it was for teaching, and it was. I did that really well. But then after I taught for about 3 or 4 years, I thought, oh my God, but I really want to perform. So,
Hmm.
oh, now you listen to your own. You learn to listen to your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to perform. Why? Because mother and daddy are having so much fun. It was an example that I saw in my home. My mother was a single parent, but she married a gentleman from New Jersey. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Uh, so we moved. I moved from New York City with my sick grandmother and my nanny and my mother to Newark, New Jersey, with my stepfather, who was a musician. So
Mhm.
now my stepsister and brother and I all take piano lessons. Now I'm
Oh,
already 10 years old, so
wow.
that's late.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, if you're a singer, usually by the time a child is 3 or 4 years old, somebody says, "Oh, that kid has a voice,"
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
But nobody said that to me because there was no music in my home because my mother was out, a single parent. My grandmother was there, but she didn't speak, but she had strokes.
Mm.
So I'm saying about the first community that you're in, mine was broken and kind of tattered. But unfortunately for Black people, that could be almost typical
Yeah.
because we were brought here as slaves. All this connects. So then, anyway, so we moved to Newark. We all take piano lessons. We have a father, a mother. I have cousins. I have an actual family. So
Yeah.
now I have to learn how to communicate. Because you see, I know how to communicate now, right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
But I'm telling you what I feel like has happened as a result of becoming a family, having music be the centerpiece of our lives, so I could discover that I not only had music, but I wanted to do it.
Mm.
Teaching school because mother and daddy wanted us to get what they call real jobs.
Hmm.
Doing that, then saying, okay, well, daddy and mother, if this doesn't work out, I'll come back and teach. Learning to make decisions for yourself and try to plot your own destiny. Don't just let parents or anybody else plot your destiny for you. Nobody can do that for you. Of course, I'm very strong in these philosophical things now because they're solid to me, but they're not then. So I'm encouraging people who are watching this now, whatever stage or age they are in their lives, if something is telling you, maybe I should try that, try it if you can.
Yes.
And if you can't, try it out a way so you can also keep a roof over your head. And during these times, a lot of the assistances that we have are going to be taken away.
Yeah.
So, but people like me are going to be out there making sure somebody got something if I got something to do with it. So,
Yes, indeed.
Getter's heart is important and it's powerful. And it's not just a philosophy, but we're going to save each other like we always have. Excuse me,
Yeah.
my eyeballs getting bigger, right?
And I agree with that. Like I believe in that very same thing. Like life is, although 70, 80, 90 years to some may seem long from the outside, that time goes by very, very fast. And you don't want to look up, and there's so many things in life that you wanted to accomplish, but you were scared, or that voice from other people saying you can't do it was the thing impacting your decisions. So, guys, if you are out there and there's something you want to do, you would rather know that you had the opportunity to do it, you experienced it, you didn't like it, you may have failed at it, but at least you did it. So you don't have any regrets.
Now, I don't know how much time we have, but I think what you said was extremely important in terms of me trying to get out what my heart is and what I think is important to people, not just to give you my credits.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not for me. I got mine now.
Oh, see, that's beautiful though, when you are the one that's being celebrated, but in the midst of people celebrating you, you're imparting jewels and wisdom and things like that on other people. Like that is, you're a messenger.
Yeah.
The world needs you. Thank God for social media, because
Oh,
had it not been, and I know COVID was a bad time for a lot of us, um, a lot of people, but in some ways it brought us closer together with things that mattered to us. It showed us how healing music was. It showed us how important family was, and it also showed us how important it was to get out here and do what it is you wanted to do. And on multiple occasions, late nights listening to D Nice Club Quarantine, his Auntie Melba, he's playing Auntie Melba, and I'm seeing you right in the comments. Like, everybody is joining in, everybody is giving you your flowers. But like I said, in the process of you receiving those, you're still out here sharing with the world. Like, that is an amazing thing, and you're not stopping. Like, your new song, let's talk about that real quick. I know we're jumping
yes.
ahead, but No Filter, I listened to that song when it came out, and it gave me chills because it reminded me of a conversation that my father and I had about life in general and doing the things that you wanted to do and not really worrying about what other people had to say.
Did
So
your
for
father advise you like that, or how did it happen?
oh, you said what?
Did your father advise you to do that? Or how did the conversation go between your father and you?
So yeah, we were having a conversation, and he was just telling me, son, I know there are a lot of things out here that other people will always have an opinion on about your life, but it's your life to live. I support you, whatever it is you want to do, business wise, whatever it is. So it was pretty much him encouraging me to go out.
I wanted to hear that because we hear so many disparaging stories. We want
Yeah.
to hear the ones that are encouraging too, so that those who are always there for us, we give them their flowers too, and we know that they're there for us as we go on and try to just live our lives, because it's a challenge for everybody, no matter where you are, what your level is. So this is important, not just to tell my side of the story, you know.
It is very, and for you, No Filter, where did the concept come from for you?
Uh, for No Filter.
Yes.
It came from George Pettis and Angela Pettis, who wrote the song. Now they wrote it for me
Hmm.
because they think that's how I am, right? Energy. You listen to the music, but
And
when
it's
it starts
how
with the
she's
drums, okay, then it hears my voice up in the sky somewhere. Woo, I'm singing the background, the lead, everything, right?
wow.
But they designed and arranged this for me, and the lyrics. You ain't got to impress nobody else, and live your best life with no regrets. Well, I
Yes.
say that too because um, I repent all the time. If I do something, I'm trying to fix it.
Hmm.
So you don't sit there and regret, you fix it.
Yeah. You learn from it, and you move on. And if you're blessed enough, like you have been, you've taken those opportunities and share it with somebody else so that they may not necessarily make the same mistakes, but they'll have a little bit more of guidance as they're experiencing the things they're experiencing.
And that reminds me of the last verse, which is you don't need permission to love yourself.
Mm, mm, not
Uh,
at all.
the man in the mirror is the only one you have to look at. And then when you love everything about yourself, you have the greatest love to give somebody else.
Yes,
So now they're not talking about selfish, arrogant love,
that's
but there is
true.
a love that we need to inspire in each other, in ourselves. What we're really trying to do, continue to get better and better and better. Then you can give yourself to somebody else. That's what they wrote for me.
Yes. And at your young age, you continue to um, encourage and be a light for other people. So, like, for people who are in the music industry now that are coming up, like, I'm sure you've been able to have conversations with them. So what is, like, some of the things that you share with them as it relates to their career, the industry, and just pursuing their passion and being authentic?
Well, I haven't had a lot of conversations about that because everybody wants to know, how do I hold that long note?
Yes. That is the
Where do you get
question.
the breath from? They want to know, like, how can you be so small and you and sound so big? Uh, I get a lot of information from younger people now because the industries run so differently.
Yeah.
See, they have to tell you how to do the social media. If you want to be on television, basically it's just award shows. So you got to do something to get on there.
Yeah, that's true. And now we just lost two of them recently, the Soul Train and the BT Hip Hop Award. So we
We
got a
just
whole
already know
other
that.
got.
So those are some of the challenges that all of us will face. How do you get exposed? But then you have the media, so you can do your own videos, and
Hmm.
you can do your own, get your own following. And so that's what I suggest you do. And that's pretty much the wisdom and knowledge of the now generation. So I would encourage them to share with each other, how do you do that now? Because you actually run your own businesses now.
Yeah,
And we want to show, I want to be an example of how it was done so that we still have the basis of good work ethics, good honesty and honor ethics. That be your base, because however successful you are, if you're not honest and honorable, it's going to turn on you. Those are things I think. Um, I want people to say, "Oh, she looks great," and everything, because I'm a good person.
yeah,
And so do that for yourself, because that should be permeating everything that you do. I don't know about what religious practice you practice, but you're either going to serve God or you're going to serve the devil. So find some way to serve God.
that's true. Try to serve that greatness. Now, there's been something like I told you during COVID, like I had the opportunity to spend a lot of time on music and YouTube.
Mm.
And there was one song that I came across, one video, and I kind of laughed. Like I enjoyed the song, and the video was absolutely beautiful. But shoulder pads were a big thing in the '80s, and there was a song that you did with Freddie Jackson, and I was
We
like,
had both of us
how
had shoulder pads up to here,
they
right?
were. I'm like, how did y'all get like past each other on the boat with those big shoulder pads? Oh, that was the funniest thing. Like it didn't take away from the song, but I said if I ever got the chance to interview you or have a conversation with you, I would ask you how that was, because it looked like you guys were fighting for space in the shoulder.
Would you know what's funny? It didn't get in the way of the song then because we were used to shoulder pads. But all
Yeah.
these years later, you know that God, them some big shoulders. How do
Yeah.
they do that?
Yes.
Because that'll show me too. Because when you're getting old, you don't really want to admit that time has passed like that, and that time is gone. So you try to stay in the now, so you don't have to look at how much time has passed.
Yeah. But like they say, some things come back, and nostalgia for a
Yeah,
lot of people is a big thing. Like you look at, well, artists, since truthfully since the beginning of time, they've
yeah,
always recreated something that came
yeah,
before them. And even up until now, people are Kendrick Lamar winning Grammys for songs that, you know, the Luther song that has Luther Vandross in it, that came out, originally years ago. Music is still evolving, but it's
yeah.
taking from um what was. So, that's always
It's
gonna
always
be.
done that.
So those shoulder pads are coming back.
I don't know if they're coming back, but we've always taken from what was before us.
Hmm.
It's just a natural way of. It's what nature does
Yeah.
as we move along, and then as we get further away from the past, sometimes things resurface again because they really kind of just maybe central to us or central to the culture
Yeah.
or the culture of the nation. I'm not sure why, but some things kind of recur. I don't know. I don't have any knowledge that any things that we did will recur. I think some of the things that I'm continuing to do have been because people like George and Angela and Terry Hunter and D Nice and these people keep me in front of people, so I can stay current but still keep my own little style.
Yes.
I don't have to evolve so fast.
And I know people appreciate, like, I know me, for instance, I am the tender age of 38. So by the time I came in the world, you had already accomplished so many amazing things. And, coming up, I heard what was on the radio, but it was my parents who played different things in the house that I would hear from their time, so on and so forth. And it made me appreciate the industry. Then it made me appreciate true artistry. Like when I go and hear Anita Baker or a Dionne Warwick, who I've recently been able to see, or Gladys Knight, whoever it is, there's a different type of artistry
Yeah.
that is still
Yeah.
there, compared to a lot of the artists nowadays.
Yes.
And thank God Atlanta is home to so many amazing shows. Like August 30th, is it? What's
Yes.
going on in Atlanta? You and Shirley Jones, who I've had the opportunity to see.
Yes.
Um, Climax. You ladies
Yes.
are going to be hitting the stage. Tell us about that event.
Together.
Yes.
Well, on the same stage, yes, we'll be doing a concert. I think Bill, the promoter, has called it Music Heals.
Yep.
And we're going to be on the stage together in Atlanta at a venue called, I think it's a new venue called the Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And it's brand new and it's huge. It's state of the art. I think there are about 3 floors to it.
Oh wow.
And I think we're going to have like a meet and greet on the top floor at the end of everything.
Oh wow.
So it's going to be very spacious and glamorous and all kind of, I mean, wear my rhinestones and everything.
I definitely have to be there. Now, for this particular show, of course, we know that that is very true, that music heals the world. But for you, what does this show mean to you?
Well, I was a little bit intimidated when I heard the promoter was going to call it Music Heals. I said, "Oh my God, I'm going to have to show that I'm I'm healed." But what I thought about was, oh, okay, well then I'm going to have to kind of articulate my lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
so you can see, by what I wear, you're going to be able to see my bone structure. You're going to see that I work out.
Mm. Okay.
So we always say that,
Mm-hmm.
and we do it. But there's a purpose for everything that you do, and a goal for everything that you have, and you can talk about it, and that's important to do. And of course, as a vocalist and a speaker, I'm going to do that. But I'm going to have to show you.
Yes.
And so I thought this morning, realizing that August 30th is right on top of me, I better get in the gym. I want to get in the gym, but what do I want to? So I did a special, thorough workout today, because there's certain areas of everybody's body, and certainly when you're older, it's more evident that, especially like your knees and stuff. Everybody knows about your knees. I said, okay, yeah, but you don't just use the knees, so you can't just work the knees. So I said, no, well, your body got to talk to you. So okay, well, how come I'm having difficulty? Well, because the supporting area above it and below it are not working. So I said, well, why not? Because you didn't stretch them. Now I stretch. So when I walk on the stage at the Eastern, I'm gonna be able to walk like I think I'm cute because everything's working.
Like you're cute.
Excuse me. Yeah. And there's a huge difference of thinking and knowing,
Yeah.
because I asked God, what is it? It's not just my faith that I'm saying, oh yeah, I believe in. He wants you to do something to show that He's working in your body,
Mm.
and that came from the Spirit, which is invisible. You can't see it or touch it or nothing. So it has to be something that has translated into something that's tangible.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, I worked on my voice in different ways that maybe I haven't been doing, because you got this, and so you didn't worry about nothing else. And so maybe you better check that and see if it's still there.
And
And you do that more when you're older, because certain things are waning. You don't have those hormones that you did before, so you have to replace them with things that you actually have to do, if they're your diet or medicines or whatever. So you have to kind of revamp and rework the whole being. That's what I'm doing to get ready for the Eastern.
and for you to have the opportunity, are you gonna hit that that long note? Are we gonna need to be prepared for that long note?
I might hit that note first just to show you.
Just to get it out the way. Now, how long is your set? Like, how many songs are you performing?
Uh, I think it's, jeez, I might be making a mistake. I'm going to say there's three people on the show. So I'm guessing it's about 45 minutes, 60 minutes.
Oh,
Just
wow.
three people on the show. So,
Okay.
I mean, normally probably would be 90 minutes, but I don't think you want 90 minutes from three different acts. It's too long, I think.
I mean, no, for
No?
me personally, if the music is good and it's worth it, like I am there all day. I come for a good time. So as long as that stage is popping, I am okay.
Well, I just don't remember what the contract says. Whatever it says, I'll do. So it may be 90 minutes.
Yeah. Now, are you gonna infuse like all of your music because you not only R&B, which I mentioned earlier, but you've done gospel, you've done rock, like you've done everything. Are we gonna get like a fusion of
Uh,
everything?
you get a fusion, but it's going to depend on what we find out the audience is.
Okay.
Because I'm so diverse, I don't want to do things that they don't relate to.
Okay. Well, hopefully, love's coming at you. Just give me
Oh,
that.
that's going to be there.
Give me that one. Give me
If it's a Broadway audience, they're going to get that.
I want the new song too. Yeah, give me that one too.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get the new songs. Definitely the dance songs, because we know everybody wants to be up and having a good time. Then I have to see what the other songs are going to be, because there'll be things that are tributes to people like Barbara Streisand,
Mm,
like Selena Horn,
okay.
who are, just incredible singers. Um, and there will be some tributes to, I'll say tribute to, but give some attention to my theater performances like Pearly and I Got Love, those two songs maybe.
Oh, that
Um,
that's gonna be amazing. Like, are you Shirley and the ladies of Climax? Are you guys gonna get together and do like some sort of send off song as the evening?
I'll see what they say. If they have I don't have a suggestion in my mind, but Shirley is a songwriter. She thinks like that. She may think of something. And Climax, they're a band. They're very creative that way. So if they figure something out that we can do together, I would love to.
Okay.
I'm just not creative in that area, but whatever they decide to do, I'm for it.
Like I love that. Now, when you heard that Shirley Jones of the Jones Girls, for you guys who um, may be wondering, and Climax, meeting in the ladies' room and those type of songs. Like, what did you think when you heard those names one
Well,
stage one night?
because I know them, I know we're going to have fun
Yeah.
because we really love each other. We like each other. We supported each other in all different kinds of venues and working situations, at awards things, when maybe we're not even performing.
Yeah.
So I know that we'll be a great mix, um, culturally, socially, but entertainment wise too.
I love it. The fact that years later you guys still have a good relationship. You can hit the stage together, and I'm pretty sure while one's on the stage, another one's gonna be backstage supporting and
Absolutely
cheering.
be watching.
And that is a
I mean, that
beautiful thing.
enjoying.
Yeah, a beautiful thing to see in the community. And it's I know the 30th is one night, but if I'm not mistaken, you have two other shows there. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think in surrounding areas, not exactly in Atlanta. And I don't know off the top of my head, but yes.
Okay. But of course, to everybody watching, you guys can check her out on social media. And of
Yeah.
course, everything will be posted there. There you can see everything our auntie has going on. Oh, by the way, how could we forget this? Is a Hollywood Walk of Fame star recipient. So congratulations on that. I was
Thank you.
oh, I was so happy to see that. So for you,
Mm.
years later, the awards, the honors, like they
Ah,
don't stop.
this is that time now. I might be upset about getting older, except this is the time when you start to get your accolades, and people just honor you because they feel like they want to. They want to make you know that they remember that you're here on this planet, that they feel like you were contribution. It's
Yeah.
a really wonderful time in that way.
Yes. And that you are a part of a part of the blueprint, I would say.
The blueprint, and I like to kind of realize now with the Hollywood Walk of Fame that as long as the sidewalk's there, I'm gonna be there.
Yes.
It's permanent. And I think sometimes I know people like myself have had my nose to the grindstone so much. I don't really know what the process was or think about it. I didn't, you know about it and everything, but it's you got stuff to think about and focus on and do. And
Yeah.
now that it's happened, and I have to stop a minute and go there and look around me and see the other people that made this happen, like Cat Williams, paid $75,000 for this to happen.
Wow.
He's not.
He believed in you and that legacy.
And we had not met each other before. Then I find out that's the kind of person he is. So, oh my goodness, I can't pass over this. This is what these people are made of, and
Wow.
different people that like things. The lady comedian
Lunel.
Lunel.
Yes, yes. I think she was there, right?
She was there.
Yeah.
He was making this speech, and we were saying something about one of the other presenters, and that she wasn't going to be able to. And I was telling her something. She says, "No, this is this is how they just boss me around like I'm the child and they're the auntie."
They want to take care and love on their auntie.
Yes, and they're very, 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 very strong. And I've been with Lunel on several different occasions, and uh, um, she's an incredible talent. But they're very strong people, and so
Yeah.
you got to be very grateful that their values are good, are right and
Yes.
correct, because they're strong. And if they wanted to do something bad, it would be effective.
Yeah.
They they are very, very, very effective at what they do, and they make it the family. Lunel's going to be doing many, many things. She's going to invite me to be a part of. That's why I will be able to continue on. She's going to be in television. She's going to be touring. People like Monique. You know how strong Monique is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We know. We all know how strong Monique is.
Well, I'm her auntie, okay?
Yes. Yes. Auntie's auntie.
So
And
it's an incredible time now.
you talk about how strong they are, but you're strong too because the Lord has blessed you enough to wake you up every day,
Yeah.
to continue going. You have not given up, you have not stopped, and you've shown us what resilience is, what excellence is, what true artistry and entertainment is.
Yes.
Now, for you, like, what are some of the things that you want people to take away from the things that you have accomplished and the things that you're still out here accomplishing?
First thing is it's not easy. It's very difficult. Even the small, sort of easy things are not easy.
Yeah.
Be prepared to struggle.
Yes. But that passion is what keeps you going.
And because the passion continues to revive itself and give you a fresh push upwards or forwards.
Yeah,
Because without that, you cannot get up again.
that's true.
And then sometimes you can't rest. You need to sleep. You need to be able to rest. You need to be able to calm down, let it go, and go to sleep.
Yeah. Yes, get that rest so that that voice can be strong tomorrow.
Yes, and if it's not your voice, I don't know what other gifts. And sometimes, if it's not singing or something so obvious, you're not sure you're gifted. Everybody's gifted.
Yeah.
And I know I say that because I got things my way and I do, but it doesn't come easy. And it makes me appreciate that I have a responsibility to let everybody know and feel that they are gifted. And if they don't know what the gifts are, look for them. Look at other people. Look around. Look at yourself. I don't know how to tell you to do it,
Yeah.
but find out who you are and what if you don't think they're gifts, they may be just seems like it's mundane because it's everyday life. Life is precious. If it's just everyday life, prize it. You cannot wake up
Sometimes,
and want to do that.
sometimes you're meant to just be the light in somebody else's life. You might not be the singer, you might not be the actor, but you may be the one that goes into that job every day where people are angry, frustrated, depressed, and you're bringing a ray of sunshine that people need to get through the day. You can be the garbage man, and you can be the best damn garbage man that's out here. But everybody does have a place and a purpose in this world. So if you
And
don't believe it, know it that you do.
the light is very important. Without the light, we cannot live.
Correct?
And you know what we would do without garbage men.
Mm, I know that's right. I appreciate you so very much. And I'm telling you now, when the show comes, I'm not just coming to hear you sing. I want an auntie hug.
Yes,
I
I
need
do.
a pit. I need all of that good stuff. And I need to go
Yes.
through my albums because I know I got a Melba
Okay.
Moore album in here
I'm gonna bring
somewhere.
the marker.
Yeah, and a big market. Yep, a big old Sharpie. But is there anything that you want to share before we wrap it on up?
Well,
Definitely let people know your social media too.
well, it's just melbamore.com or YouTube or Melba One More. You can always get me.
Yeah.
What do you say on all the social media
on
outlets?
all the platforms. And of course I'll put all the links down in the
Yes.
comments so
The
that
only thing I want to say is I can't speak for other people, but I'm very grateful to be doing what I love to do. Um, you may not always be able to do that. I just want to encourage people to know that if you're the light, you are life itself.
yes.
Everybody is so very, very important. I never could do anything without somebody helping me, leading the way, or guarding me or paying my rent when I couldn't.
Mm,
So I'll just say, be grateful to be able to do that for somebody else if you can, or if they need it.
yes. And on that note, guys, thank you, Auntie, for joining us today, Auntie Melba Moore. And thank you all for joining us today on BLK Talk. If you're in the Atlanta area at the end of the month, which is actually Labor Day weekend, come on out. Meet me there. Meet me in the parking lot so we can all walk in together so that we can be right there where we need to be to see
Not in
Melba
the
Moore
ladies'
and see everybody perform that evening. It's going to
room.
be what I know is an amazing show. And thank you again so much for this conversation.